What's going on? Yo, hey, what's going on?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long fucking day.
It's gonna be a long one, man.
It's gonna be a long day.
Welcome to the prelude of the worst day of our lives.
I don't know why we're really doing this, but it's
For
happening. For you.
We're doing it for you.
For you.
What are we doing?
We're watching every single Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
In order.
I've never seen them. You've never seen them?
Never seen them.
We're doing them in the order they came out in. No machete order. No trying to get it chronological with it.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're goofy. I don't know a whole lot about the movies. I know like Tokyo Drift is out of order or something, and I just know it's confusing.
Okay. I'm sure at least it should give us some heads up.
We'll figure it out. We're smart kids.
Yeah, like let's see how the narration goes. This is kind of a Super Size Me situation. We're just trying to see what this has, like the effect on our brains and bodies.
Yeah, we're gonna take IQ tests, but it's 7 a.m.
Yeah, this is definitely the earliest this has ever started, and it's gonna be the longest probably because it will last until like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah, we do have a plan to tackle it. We have a plan of action. We have a plan of attack. We're gonna rock you the intro. You're gonna watch the first one. Come up here, do 10 minutes, talk about it. Maybe 10 minutes. We might go a little shorter.
Yeah, we'll just see.
We might
what's going on.
Run out of things to say.
Right.
Paul Walker drove fast.
Right. Yeah. Well, who knows what's gonna happen? So who knows what we're gonna have to talk about? So who knows how long it's gonna take? But yeah, go down, watch one, come up, talk about it, repeat the cycle. We were gonna do them all and then just do an hour or something, but I think this is
not brave enough.
This is a better way to break it down and really kind of look back after each one and really.
You guys are gonna be able to
reflect.
track the madness. You're gonna be able to watch us.
Yeah.
Just descend into the darkness. It is.
I would like for this to be in science textbooks one day.
Yeah.
As a scientific psychological study.
Or the PDFs they give kids on their tablets for school.
Yes, the tablet PDF of the future. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know. Yeah, we haven't watched any of it at all. We just kind of know what, like, the idea is, like the vibe. But I'm sure.
Yeah, literally, the only scene I have any idea of is "I'll tell you all about it when I see you again." That was them driving off in different.
That's like
directions.
halfway, right? It's gonna be like halfway through.
That's like 6 or 7, I think.
6 or 7. Oh, okay.
I don't even know.
And then it's 16 hours though is the real wild. Let me get an exact.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip the credits.
Yeah, we'll run right up here, right after each one.
I guess we should Google after each one, make sure there's not like a Marvel post-credits scene that we're gonna miss.
True. 16 hours, 6 minutes, and 22 seconds is the length of all 9 of these.
And it's 7 a.m. right now, so
7:21. Yeah.
Assuming we did no commentary whatsoever, we're still gonna be doing this until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're locked up. It's the first day of, what is it?
The official Illinois quarantine.
Well, yeah, but they have a name for it. It's like the something at home.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, but
I don't know
what it is.
We ain't allowed to go nowhere.
Yeah, so this is day 1 of the lockdown. Hopefully this doesn't throw us into some sort of critical situation, Lord of the Flies situation after this. All right, yeah, let's dive in. Let's go.
Let's go!
Go. Dude, what the fuck? How did it just end like that? I don't get it. I was so prepared for there to be another scene. I can't. I was just very ready for something else to happen. It didn't seem like the end, I guess.
No, I was taken aback.
Yeah. I've been laughing very hard. Some of that looked like a sci-fi movie. Some of it,
the editing was very 2001.
There's a lot of like Spider-Man 2-esque like one-liners. They kept rolling cars and not dying. Like,
yeah, I still don't know if that one kid is dead.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
It left us,
spoilers, I guess, on these 19 to whatever year old movies we're gonna be watching.
Yeah, we will be. Yeah, definitely. I guess saying thing. I don't really remember their names even. It's like, oh my god, you know how like when you're reading a book for like a book report in high school and you like read a whole page and then it clicks in your head, none of it registered. I kept like having that. I kept being like, I was like having to make the hook for myself because it like wasn't get like it. Like there's
Yeah.
like explosions, and I'm just like, all right, like.
And I have a bad habit of just like remembering like characters by their actor name. Like I'm just like, oh, Vin Diesel is doing this. Oh, Paul Walker is doing this. Oh, Michelle Rodriguez is doing this.
Yeah, I mean it works for this very much. That I cannot believe that was the end.
Yeah, no Dwayne the Rock Johnson so far. I don't actually know when he shows up. I think it's a few more movies, unfortunately. Hey, don't chew on that.
Is he like replacing Paul Walker? I don't even.
No,
he
he's
doesn't
there while
replace-
Paul Walker's there.
Okay.
I think he shows up in like 4 or 5. I have no idea though.
I cannot believe that was the ending. But that first race seriously looked like some Tron shit, dude. It was getting like sci-fi. It was like doing like weird like Star Wars warp drive, like where it like stretches and shit. Oh god, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You ready for number 2?
I'm ready. I mean,
How are you feeling about our chances on the marathon? You think we're gonna make it? I think we're gonna be fine.
I think
we're
we
gonna
have
cruise.
to. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to do it now. Like that, the first one's completely done. I'm just like honestly so confused. Like I'm really hoping that it picks up because I honestly feel like I just watched like a Netflix episode of something. That didn't for some reason feel like
Right, it did just seem like a pilot episode. I guess it makes sense because there's
9
a
of
million more
9 of 'em.
movies.
But like it really did just feel like a long. And I honestly, with me like having to catch, like I didn't miss anything I think vital in my like days when I did get days, and I realized like, oh, I'm just looking like past the screen, I'm not, like absorbing it.
No, there wasn't a whole lot of depth to it.
Yeah, but it felt like 45 minutes. That didn't feel like an hour. It was an hour 46. That one flew by. Honestly,
Yeah,
I feel
there was less just like car stuff than I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah, a lot of just like thieves and stealing.
I'm sure that probably picks up in the newer movies.
Dude, the first scene with the fucking, it's like little TVs that are like 10 inches that have VHS players built into it. Like that's what got stolen. It's so fucking dated. That's just so hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Basically, like
crazy. I did not think the whole plot of the movie was going to be Vin Diesel is stealing TVs and Paul Walker's a cop.
steal little VHS TV combos that you can get at the thrift store now, full of like Cheeto dust for $3. Like,
Yeah.
you like have to like work to get rid of that. You have to like recycle that as an electronic. That's not like that's like a nuisance now, and they were stealing it then. But yeah, I feel like there's like one other big thing at least to talk about. I don't know. It's just like it felt like nothing happened, even though a ton of shit happened, and a lot of one-liners ready to go, a lot of stuff that like shouldn't needed to like have been said even. Like I don't know, it's I
Time for us to go get our engines.
yeah, I don't think I've have any sort of
Oh, Hector, like, wasn't it Race War at all? Oh, they called their big race Race War.
Wars.
What the fuck?
The name of the big fucking race is Race Wars. This came out in 2001. Like, Race Wars was definitely a term that had been coined by then. Like,
Yeah.
That was a phrase that existed in 2001 or like 99, whenever this was being written, whatever.
But beyond that, the Hector character, who seems kind of cool and is like one of the suspects, and he's got like, they specifically go into like how he's got these custom cars and shit, and he just isn't there at all involved in any way.
Yeah, maybe, I guess he's back, because like really did just feel like an episode. This is very like, which means there's a lot of fucking filler in there that you can miss, so that it feels like 45 minutes. That's like ridiculous. But like honestly, if I would have saw that in the theaters and it ended like that, where it's like he gives him the keys after just like chase, like it didn't even make sense. Like nothing happened for him to have a change of heart. Like really, like they were
He
just
fucked
like,
his sister.
but they were just like drag racing, and he was still gonna like arrest him until they drag raced, and then they were like both almost didn't get hit by
Yeah,
a
he's
train.
like, no more running.
And then he hit a semi driver, and he was like, "All right, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna be a bad cop now and not arrest you." Like I've done, and it's like, you know, street racing isn't. It's not I guess it can have it's a crime that can have a victim, I guess, you know,
Yeah.
if you're hitting somebody with you're going 190 miles per hour. But like, you know, arguably he didn't need to be that undercover to like be busting the street racing. I guess he's busting the the thief stuff, but like
Yeah.
to put that much effort into it and then just like be like, all right, fine, I'm not gonna arrest you. It's like, dude, you've you're that deep just to
Right, bro. I gotta see how these cops are reacting to it at the beginning of Too Fast, Too Furious. If Paul Walker
Yeah.
still has a job.
Let's start Too Fast, Too Furious. Probably one of the only movies that a number is the first thing in the title, and probably one of the only movies that two is like it's like a joke, like two is two.
Yeah, because I guess most of them would be like 50 first dates.
It would be something more serious, I guess.
like it's an actual number.
Too Fast, Too Furious is like they didn't have enough time to type TOO, so they dropped two. So let's see how that goes.
Two.
It's been a while.
Whoa, all right, yeah.
It's been an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. That one at least ended, I guess. That one at least felt like the ending made more sense than the other one. It just felt like another scene was about to happen. It didn't seem.
Yeah, it did have the big twist, though, of no Vin Diesel.
Yeah, no Vin Diesel, except he got mentioned once, I think, by a cop. But yeah, other than that, he was just like.
Well, they mentioned him aiding and abetting a robbery. That was like all they talked about him.
No, they said you gave us your keys away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they mentioned that like part specifically. Race at the beginning was a little futuristic still, a little Star Wars-esque. Pretty wild.
Yeah, surprised we didn't hear the wow!
Dude, the EMP harpoon was fucking nuts. It's like a claw gun that hits the cars and just shuts them down, like, and it's just so wild and like futuristic and not like real.
Also wild. I wish we would have had a Brett counter on there. They say Brett so many times.
Cuz I said cuz a lot.
Yeah, Paul Walker said cuz. I was uncomfortable.
He was saying cuz a lot. And then the one dude, the bad guy, we said it was Christian Bale and Dennis Reynolds' baby.
And then we also said Alex Rodriguez and somebody else.
I don't remember. Oh, Gabe from The Office.
Yeah, Zach Woods.
Yeah, but so he was a badass because he had a man die for a cigar, basically.
That was
by making them
something.
But then he took a big chubby cop and he put a metal bucket on his big chubby Santa belly and he put a rat in there and he hit it with a blowtorch.
Yeah, fucking dab torch the top of it.
Yeah, so that the rat would chew into his stomach. Two things. That's like not even psycho. That's just like almost.
Well, that's
like,
some like old school mob shit.
Is that real? That I'm actually chewing into like stomachs.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an actual torture method. That's such a weird fucking like. But yeah, that was wild. And then the ejector seat was crazy. I wrote that down. That was. And why didn't his not work? Only one of the ejector seats.
Yeah, they
worked.
didn't explain that.
Also, ejector seats probably wouldn't work. I feel like in real life. I don't know if that's like for a car. But yeah, they didn't really mention Vin Diesel at all, and you didn't even need the first one.
No, yeah, it could have been a completely separate movie.
Yeah, it's an equally confusing separate plot.
At one point, you thought it was a prequel.
It did, yeah. It felt like how he became a cop almost.
Yeah.
So this next one is a prequel, though, we think, right?
No, I think it's a sequel set way in the future, and the other ones are prequels to it, from what I understand.
A sequel set way in the future. Okay.
Yeah. So like stuff that happens in this next one won't apply to the plot of like the fourth or fifth one. I don't think.
Okay.
That's my understanding of it. That's from like me just like picking up stuff in like a Vice article or Cracked article, but never.
Yeah.
You know.
And luckily, and honestly, the only thing they did mention the Vin Diesel thing just like twice, and without that, it could have been the prequel. It could have been. It could have been like the prequel of the prequel, almost. Like he kind of worked with cops, and then he stole the money because they steal money, and then from then he could have gotten into some more hijinks, and then eventually became a cop again. Like this could have been the prequel to the prequel if they didn't say that, which is almost not okay to be putting the word two, the number two, in front of it.
Well, so yeah, but that's like every Die Hard movie was supposed to be something else until like the fifth one. Like the first one was supposed to be a Commando sequel, and then they couldn't get Arnold, and the second one was supposed to be like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie sequel, and then they couldn't get him for that. Okay. And the third one was supposed to be a Lethal Weapon movie. That's why Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Yeah.
And the fourth one was supposed to be something else, and the fifth one eventually they were like, "This is it."
But yeah, I guess it's honestly I didn't like it as much as the first one somehow.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one. Everything I hear is that Tokyo Drift is the one to watch.
Yeah, that's that one. When it comes to mind, I think Fast Furious, like Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I'm hoping Vin Diesel's in this one. I'm not sure. I'm really, really hoping.
Yeah, where's Vinny? Vinny's gone. He went missing.
Yeah. We need that VD.
Yeah. Also, the crazy scene when all of the racers just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like that's would not happen though.
Right.
Like, it's...
all 100 race cars were all just parked in the same spot and then scattered the cops.
And then he yanks an EMP harpoon out of the side of his car, which for some reason in the first race or the first like getaway scene, the EMP harpoon immediately fries his fucking whip. And then in the next one, he has like 45 seconds to like yank the EMP harpoon out of the door. So I don't know what it, for whatever reason.
Yeah, I know they said those cars were wired differently because of the GPS stuff, so maybe that had something to do with it, but that's probably overthinking this.
Yeah, EMPs should just fucking toast it all. But yeah, it could have been a whole nother movie. It could have been a different fucking title, different like series, or just like a standalone different movie.
Yeah.
It was that different, and that like, was it one recurring character?
The FBI agent.
Oh, the FBI agent,
Paul Walker.
right? And yeah, that was like it.
And yeah, they replaced Ja Rule with Ludacris. Ludacris, I know, sticks around.
Yeah, Ludacris had some wild. He said some pretty cringe stuff. Ludacris played while Ludacris was.
I know Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez are supposed to come back at some point, but apparently they didn't come for 2.
Yeah, they just weren't straight up in it at all. All right, we'll see what happens in what is it? What's the next one now?
Tokyo Drift, baby, number 3.
Okay, so this is supposedly the peak of the franchise here.
Peak cinema in general, from what I've come to understand.
True. Yeah, not even gonna call it a movie. This is a film. All right, next. Jesus. Okay. Wow.
That one fucking sucked.
That was nuts. That I don't know. Yeah, that was. This is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Vin Diesel showed up with 30 seconds left.
Literally 30 seconds left.
No Polly Walker. The whole thing's about a 17-year-old with who can grow more facial hair than me easily if he wanted to.
Some kid named Sean.
Bama Boy.
Bama Boy was his username.
Yeah, his AOL name.
Bama_boy, but he was from Florida, so it was because he was moving around. But yeah, it starts out with a girl in high school, and this guy won't race Bama Boy, and then this girl comes up and she goes, what about if the winner gets me? They're in fucking high school, dude. That's but yeah, nothing like the others really.
Almost no relation.
Yeah, almost no relation except for like he runs into him at the end. And honestly, I thought he was gonna run into him like 3/4 of the way in or something. Maybe like 2/3 of the way in. Phoebe. Oh, she's chewing cords. Yeah. So I thought they were gonna run into each other like somewhere farther in, but not that far.
And so now I can say this without spoiling anything. Because so I told you the movies go like it goes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8.
Okay, yeah.
As far as like chronological order.
That's for sure.
So yeah, I looked it up.
Okay.
So I think 4 and 5, that Han character is gonna be back. So I think it's important-ish that he gets introduced.
Okay. Yeah.
So take that for what you will.
Yeah. And what else did I write down? Goddamn, this one.
But it can add him for 4 and 5 and 6 or however it works, I guess. And then I guess that other dude's got to be in like 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Bama Boy.
Sean, yeah, Bama Boy.
But he's definitely not gonna be believable as like an 18-year-old in multiple years.
Yeah, because he was.
I guess De Niro pulled it off in The Irishman. He looks pretty young, not 18. But...
yeah, we'll see how Sean does. The angrier Sean gets, the more his Florida, Alabama accent comes out, which is pretty funny. Oh, it was lots of Tokyo and lots of drifting. That was for fucks.
Yeah,
that was for sure. Like, oh, it was just like it was almost too much.
It was very
just,
Need
like,
for Speed Carbon-y.
Yeah, it was just like jamming it down your throat, just like here's a big boob Japanese girl on a anime car, and then here's drifting.
Yeah, this one probably the worst soundtrack of them. Also, aside from the first race, the first race starts with Kid Rock's "Ba Wadza Ba."
That was
Very
alright. That was
good stuff. High quality.
The first race was better than the other ones in terms of it didn't look as bad with the CGI. Some of the CGI was still pretty bad though, but the it doesn't look like Spy Kids 3D anymore.
No, they kind of caught up. I think that's a big part of Justin Lin coming on as a director.
Right. I did doze off for about 4 or 5 minutes, I think, and
I thought he was, but I
good
wasn't
now.
for sure. And then something big was happening. I started laughing. I looked over. He wasn't even looking at the screen.
Yeah.
This Bama boy is standing on top of the mountain with the fucking his fixed up car behind him, like in the moonlight. And this is like panning around that for like 15 seconds. And when he wasn't laughing at that, I was like, that boy's asleep.
Yeah. So I'm good now though. I'm back in it. I'm gonna put cold water on my face and
smashing these little coffee drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink more coffee, eat another Easy Mac, we'll get nice cold water on my head, and I should be good to go. Somebody rolls in every single one and they don't die, which is good.
Yeah.
It's just like if you are rolling in a car, especially in how much and how intense these cars are rolling, like you're not gonna crawl out and like just cough and be like, huh. Like,
also, the Asian men seem to have it the roughest. The Asian men seem to be dying the most.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was gonna tie it to the Asian dude from the first. Was he in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna tie it to him somehow. Nope, just Vin Diesel in the last 30 seconds. It would have made a lot of sense if it was like he like left and went back and was racing there after all of that shit went down.
Yeah.
In the first one.
And so stat wise now, I think we've got Vin Diesel in 2 movies. We've got Pauly Shore Walker in 2 movies.
Yeah.
And we've got the FBI agent in 2 movies. And other than that,
but the overlap's first. But the Vin Diesel and that's dude like barely, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like Paul Walker was in both.
Yeah, Paul Walker is definitely still the screen time king.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, who knows what is in store for us?
Yeah,
What's this next one called? It's just Fast
4. No, that's Fast 5.
Yeah, Fast 5 is that one.
It's not the Fate of the Furious.
It's which one is it?
Luna, no cinnamon twists.
Which one is it? I don't know. Wait. I don't know. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what it is when we're watching it.
Oh, I think that was just.
I don't know. I have it.
It's got a different name.
Yeah, the Fast. I don't know. All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
We're never gonna watch these movies again.
This is bad. This is rough. So much is happening, but nothing's happening.
Right.
Like, it's just, I don't know. There's no hook to it enough. Like, it's just, there's just shit happening, and it doesn't really like feel like it means anything.
At least this one had like a good dose of Paul and Vin Diesel.
They're both there. We started out with Vinny. But Vinny's getting a little psychopathic.
Yeah, a little murdery.
Yeah, he keeps putting the engines like he's gonna drop them on people's heads. He's dangling people out windows.
Off his homie, that was a big deal they shot at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
That dude getting shot is like the only reason he didn't go to prison at the end of the first one too. Other than, Paul letting him get away.
Yeah.
But if that dude didn't get shot, Paul Walker was gonna take him in right there.
He went after him. And yeah. But yeah, definitely feeling the mental burn. From this, definitely.
There's a strain associated with this.
It's taxing. This is taxing.
I've been receiving some feedback from some, friends, family,
yeah,
fans of the show. Luke from Ohio has said that we should not be doing this without a doctor's supervision. Unfortunately, the doctor's a little busy right now.
Doctors are busy.
That sidetrack. Crazy coincidence. The only beer I keep seeing these people drink in this movie is Coronas.
That is funny. Yeah, that has happened.
I think there might have been one Modelo in the first one, but the rest of them have been Coronas for sure.
But yeah, it's I'm trying to think of shit that's gone down. I guess spoiler alert, as all of this is spoilers, but he got shot at the end. and then he ended up going to jail, and now he's gonna be broken out of jail, or not even in jail. He's getting broken out of
Yeah,
a bus.
the movie ends with the jail transport getting surrounded by Paul Walker and the sister Mia.
Yeah.
And who's in the other car? That wasn't Ludacris, was it?
No, it was like a new old man learning to drive fast, and somebody else.
It was two black guys. I wasn't really paying
That's a
attention.
lot.
I just caught them, and I was like,
That's a
I don't
lot.
think they were in the rest of the movie.
No, not enough
Yeah.
to really get their name or anything. But yeah, so they're gonna be like fucked because they're gonna be like,
Because Ludacris is supposed to come back in these movies.
yeah, I'm sure he will be.
Because Ludacris is in like
He's not
the one with all the Rock stuff. I don't know. The Rock's not here yet.
The Rock's not here. Luda's gone. Vinny's trying to kill people. Paul Walker was shot.
He's a cop again.
He's a cop again.
We didn't even talk about that. Paul Walker's the fucking feds now. Again.
It's just
no, he's the feds for the first time. He was working with the feds before.
Yeah, his like storyline doesn't really make any sense. Like he's just back and forth.
He's a cop. He's not a cop.
No, not just like not a cop. He's a fucking street racer stealing money. Like he's like stealing like
Right.
He
Well, so he goes to juvie as a kid for boosting cars. And there's the middle ground. And then he ends up LAPD, but he's still like into the street racing scene because he still knows people.
Right.
And then after he lets Dom go, he bails to Miami, becomes a street racer again, but then gets recruited.
Yeah.
Helps the FBI. And now by this fourth one, he's in the FBI, but they don't bring back the original FBI agent to work with him at all.
Yeah, he's just gone.
So Paul Walker and Vin Diesel still hold the official lead for most movies.
Yes.
Paul Walker definitely still in the lead for screen time.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wrote down was Vin Diesel was asked by a woman who his ideal woman was, and he said 20% angel, 80% devil.
Yeah. Eyes that can look through the bullshit. That was an important line he said there too.
And what I thought he meant by that was eyes that can look through the bullshit to where like won't let me bullshit, but he meant like look through the bullshit to see that I'm actually okay. Like let me be a piece of shit and you somehow can look past it all and see the good deep down core. It's like that's a bittersweet thing they say, I guess.
Vin Diesel's crazy, man.
Vin Diesel is wild. I don't know what other shenanigans he's gonna get into. What are we looking at? Fast 5.
Yeah, I know at some point the vehicles are gonna get a little bit more outlandish. I think we're about to see a jump somewhere in the next movie or two.
But I thought the most future one isn't Tokyo Drift though.
Right. So it goes 1, then 2, then 4, 5, 6, and then 3, and then 7, 8, Hobbs Shaw. And there's a 9th one that's about to come out, or a 10th movie.
Yeah,
but a 9th Fast.
Right, and I think that it is getting delayed a little bit.
Also, I was looking it up to get the timeline stuff. There's also another movie that serves as a prequel for Han that isn't a Fast and Furious movie.
Oh wow! Okay.
And there's also 2 like official like shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah.
On what?
I don't know. It's just like Fast and the Furious is official. It's something between like 2 and 4 and like 5 and 6 something. I don't know. It didn't seem super important. I think we can watch just the movies.
But this one's Fast 5. The one we did watch that we didn't know the name of was just Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
That's so fucking confusing. Why would they do that? That makes it's like, I don't know. I guess like the Fast and the Furious.
Well, because before it was the Fast and the Furious, they were separate. Now it's the Fast and Furious.
Okay, like it was like the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, but now it's the Beautiful Beast.
And that's what these are beautiful beasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, the race are less Star Wars, and I don't know much else. It's not great. It's like we said.
The explosions and stuff look cool. The driving looked cool.
Yeah, the parts where they're driving through the tunnels in this one was very obviously not real.
The dialogue just hurts.
Yeah. The dialogue it's like I don't understand what I'm supposed to be like excited about. I don't know.
But you're right, they've really done very little other than some people have died
Yeah,
and now Dom is in jail.
the people get crushed like Final Destination level of like explosion. It doesn't like show the gore, but I'm just surprised these got away with some of these kills because they're like squished like bugs inside these
Especially with
fucking
like all the
cars.
characters they got rid of without killing. That you could have just like gotten an emotional squish out of.
Yeah, yeah, they haven't really done any emotional like deaths really. Like besides, well, yeah, wait, who killed? They killed Vin Diesel's girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think she's dead. Actually,
Oh,
I know
okay.
for a fact she's in the trailer for the newest one. I know for a fact. Dude, it's like the Marvel universe. It doesn't fucking mean anything.
Yeah, it's like soap opera. That's all this is, a big soap opera. All right, I think we're gonna dive into Fast Five.
Fast Five.
This is wild. All right, here we go. Also, it's 2:48 p.m. It's and we're not even halfway done. There we go. Well, 5 o'clock, 5:03 p.m. And we just finished Fast Five.
5 down.
5 thumbs down.
No, actually, it probably was the best one yet. I thought.
I mean, yeah, like, which was wild. All of a sudden, it's like everybody, just the way it was going, it was like more exciting.
It might also just be the Stockholm syndrome starting to set in.
Yes, but we're halfway there, as Bon Jovi said.
Yes, sir.
We're halfway there. It starts out with the bus rolling, and no one dies in the bus crash, which people. I don't understand how these people aren't dying in these.
Yeah, I mean, Vin Diesel still kills a lot of people.
Yes, and Pert Hapley was in it.
Bert Hapley opens up. He's the news like anchor
From Parks and Rec, yeah. Dude, and then okay, so they're stealing off a train initially, ripping the fucking cars like off of the cars, and goddamn, Vin Diesel kept saying "my fada" instead of "my father," which was crazy.
Well, he's Italian.
Yeah, he's really fucking making sure you know he's Italian by saying fada like that.
He's Dominic Tortellini.
What else happened? The gang's all back together. Ludacris got back in.
Ludacris is back.
The
The Rock made his debut.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him
He's
at the
big-
very beginning. I didn't like his words he said.
He's #1 police officer in
Yeah.
this universe. It seems like.
Yeah, not my favorite role of his. But also, I didn't like the fact that he was asked, like, you want the good news or bad news first? He goes, you know I like dessert first. And I told him the good news, and he's like, all right, now feed me the veggies. And he told him the bad news, and I was like, that's not good, The Rock. But
That's not
one of
good,
my main
though.
complaints about these movies has been them not killing the main villain in, like, any of them. Like, first one, the bad guy gets shot, but you never really get a payoff or find out.
They
He just gets shot, and he crashes, and he looks like he might be okay. And Paul Walker checks his pulse, doesn't tell you what happens, and tells someone, call 911.
Yeah, he just goes, call 911. He yells at someone. That person might not have even had a phone.
Yeah, and then 2, do they kill the bad guy in 2?
No, I don't think they're really. I don't know. It's all blending together now and feeling like one big weird.
Yeah, I know they don't in 3.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
'Cause
Yeah, not in 3.
DK doesn't get killed.
But yeah, they were gonna do one big heist, one last job. You know, the most cliche movie, one last job.
Yeah.
And then we're out forever. And it was the guy from the second one, the friend from Juvie.
Vince. Yeah.
He was told that he was gonna get $11 million, and he said, "That sounds like a lot of vaginal activity."
Oh, no. Yeah, sorry. You're talking about Tyrese Gibson's character.
Yes.
I was mentioning how Vince came back from the first movie.
No, everyone came back. Yeah, but the dude
Yeah.
from the second movie came back.
Yeah,
also.
Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah.
Or Roman, I think his character's name is.
Yes, because they met in Juvie. him and
Yeah.
Paul Walker. And he goes, $11 million. That's a lot of vaginal activities,
Yeah.
which we think he means hooker. Like getting.
But strictly,
some
he's
sex
not going to be
workers.
paying for anal or oral sex at all.
Yeah, but that's just the way to say that. Also, then we had our bald off. It was a parkour bald off and then a normal fight. So it was
Rooftop ball dog.
Yeah, Vin Diesel and The Rock having a parkour chase on the roofs, and then they actually had a bare knuckle brawl. And he said, "You're under arrest." And Vin Diesel said, "I don't feel like I'm under arrest." Which I don't know if you know that, folks, but that's how your rights work. If you say that to a police officer, he has to leave you alone.
I would like to see The Rock and Vin Diesel both with my hair. Like just exactly how it is now. I think The Rock could pull it off. He'd look like a god. Yeah.
Then they stole the money. They stole $100 million. And The Rock laughed.
Yeah, because they bamboozled The Rock pretty good, but he gave him 24 hours to run. But he's gonna get him tomorrow, he says.
Yeah, so he went.
Me and The Rock have a lot in common. We just kind of laugh at our mistakes and say we'll fix them tomorrow.
What's up with these police officers like having the criminal right there and just being like, you get a little bit of a head start.
Well, it's like the end of Point Break. You've seen Point Break, right?
Yeah, but
Keanu at the end. Ah!
Yeah.
That was my Keanu Reeves impression.
And then finally we missed.
Whoa, deja vu.
Also, Vin Diesel said something about how someone was gonna have to say grace again.
Oh yeah.
And then that reminded us from the first movie. We forgot to talk about it. They said grace to the car gods.
Yeah, whoever reaches for the food first has to say grace.
Yeah, so they said thanks to the car gods, and they thanked them for good engines and big NOS tanks.
It was pretty cool.
Those
Pretty butch.
Those goddamn car gods. But yeah, so wait, that was Fast 5.
Yeah, so what's 6?
Fast 5. Now we have Furious 6. What the fuck, dude?
Fast 5, Furious 6.
It feels like a puzzle.
Which is weird, because you'd think if that with that naming convention, you'd think they would have done that with, like, Fast 4, because it led right into Fast 5, because it actually starts with them freeing Vin Diesel.
Yes, this was the first one that immediately, like, jumped into it.
Right, like, it jumped from that frame, that shot.
Yeah, and this one ended on them about to race, so I wonder if Furious 6 starts with them peeling out.
Yeah.
Racing each other.
We get that Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, one time, no money, no gamble, just them facing off, racing for race's sake.
Right.
But yeah, everyone also has $11 million now.
Yeah.
So there's not really any reason for them to do anything ever again.
And a baby.
And there's a baby on the way.
Yeah, it's Vin
It's about to
Diesel's
fall
nephew.
out. Yeah.
Paul Walker's son. But then okay, so then 7. When does the big tragedy take place here? You said it's pretty late here. I don't know when it actually takes place in between.
So
what movies? I don't know if I'm ready for the Stockholm syndrome.
Well, because I don't know, because they finished the movies using like CGI and his brothers.
Oh, so we might not even know.
I think Paul Walker's character is still in every movie that's out right now.
He's in like
at least a little bit.
He's in like the ones that are coming out still.
I think he might be a little bit his character, because I think his brother looks a lot like him. They've been using CGI. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm not like that up to everything.
Yeah.
But I think Fast 7 is the one with the Wiz Khalifa Charlie Puth song that got really sad because Paul Walker died.
He died November 30th, 2013. And we're about to watch Furious 6, which came out in 2013.
Right. So he shot
this one.
7. It's mostly him in 7.
Mostly him in 7. Okay, so
and that's when the Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth song came out. And that's when they drive off separate at the end.
So that's what we're getting in 7.
Yeah.
Or 8. No, 7. We'll see.
In 8, I think everyone expected him to not be around at all, but I think he's in 8.
Yeah, they did like with Princess Leia.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But it was weird because they had him drive off and everyone thought, oh, well, his arc's over.
Yeah, that is crazy to not end it there.
Yeah, like they had an out and they just didn't take it.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a dog outside. It's not happy.
That sounds like a beagle. All right.
I think it is a beagle.
So, okay, we're going to dive into Furious 6. But, oh, yeah, bro, I said like Fast 5, Furious 6, and then like Fast Furious 7. The Fast and the Furious. It feels like
Fate of the Furious.
It's like a puzzle. It feels like a weird puzzle. Like you're supposed to put them together in a weird way to to get some sort of. It's like just the weird naming mechanisms they did. I don't know. I don't get it. It's funny. All right, you think you just keep just adding, like just the second, third, fourth, fifth. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So wait, and then in terms of jumping around, I keep forgetting. This is
So we're about to watch 6. After this, I think 3 will be canon after 6,
okay,
and then it's 7, 8.
Okay, sounds good. All right, diving back in. Here we go. Okay. All right.
I'm hurting, man.
This is a lot. My brain is falling apart. It's
Yeah.
melting. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's just I got mush in my skull.
Yeah. This just kept it going. We picked up pretty much where we left off. It was going.
And everyone was free and clear. And then The Rock said, "I got one big dirty for you," and they were like, "We don't need a job," and they were like, "Michelle Rodriguez is alive."
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now we gotta do the job. Someone was bugging him about the vending machine, and he shot the vending machine with a gun and made all the snacks fall out. That was funny. But yeah, the craziest thing about all of this is just people kept making these. Like at this point, they were still just like, "Yep, we need to make more." Like people want more. People are still watching these. People are still paying for fast merch.
Yeah, well, I know people thought Fast 5 was going to be the last one at one point. But then this one had a real obvious tease at the end, letting you know there's going to be a sequel.
Right, yeah.
Because Jason Statham showed up.
Yeah, this one, and that one makes it kind of seem like, oh, look, now it's Tokyo Drift is happening.
Right, now Tokyo Drift just happened.
Yeah,
and so now we're about to go into the one following Tokyo Drift chronologically.
Yes. Also when what's her name? The one that came back to life. Not came back to life. But
Michelle Rodriguez, Letty.
Letty, yeah. There's a big buff guy, and he said something to her when you first saw her back alive, and she said, "You're pretty tough over there. Do you want me to come change you from team tough guy to team pussy or something like that?"
Oh yeah, aren't you team muscle?
Team muscle.
You
yeah.
come over there and make you team pussy. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. And then the two girls were beating up the one guy, and the other two guys said, "Me likey."
Yeah. Yeah, Tyrese Gibson has some bad lines in this series.
Yeah.
He had the "don't drop the soap" joke in 2.
yeah.
I mean, he's just not a great character.
But yeah, the biggest plot point in this is Vin Diesel's girlfriend, who once was thought to be dead, is alive, has dementia, and shoots him.
Yeah.
But then by the end of the movie,
she still doesn't remember who she is, but she's been like informed who she is.
And she's like, okay, and she's just part of the family.
Criminal. Well, I mean, she was already a criminal. She was just with the mean criminals.
Yeah, she's with the good guy criminals now, I guess.
Yeah. Well, but now they're all free and clear. They don't have any more records, so they're not on the run. Now they're millionaires and they're free. So I don't know what's going to get them involved in this next one.
Yeah, what could happen next?
Other than Jason Statham.
Yeah, in Fast and Furious 7. Just straight up, Fast and Furious 7, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, okay, so at the end, there was the prayer.
They prayed again.
And they said thank you for bringing her back. Thank you for bringing Letty back into our lives, and thank you for making sure none of us died through all of this crazy stuff. But most of all,
thank you for fast cars.
Fast fucking cars.
I'm pretty sure it's Vin Diesel saying it too. I'm pretty sure he leads this grace.
Yeah, he does. Those are the last words of the. Yeah, that's what God, that's what he went. That's what he went out on too. Was that the
Yeah.
was. Thank you. He was sacrilegious. That was the problem. That was a very strange thing to throw in there right there. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else about 6. It wasn't that crazy, different, or anything.
Yeah, no, Fast 7. I think it's gonna try and hit us with some emotion.
Yeah, because we haven't. It just put things in a different place than where they were, but Not like, oh, this is nuts. My brain, my body, my
Yeah, so
soul,
now,
spirit's breaking.
also on top of dealing with everything else, now they're going to be dealing with the death of Han in the next one,
Yes.
and of Wonder Woman dying. Even though she just kind of like flew off the car, then nobody said anything about her again.
Yeah.
Presumably because the person who would say the most stuff about her just got fucking killed.
Right. All right. Hopefully these next ones go by pretty fast and furiously.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, this is getting to be
Fading fast and furious. That's for sure.
Yes, this joke is becoming less funny. So let's get going. Let's get this done. Bye. Keep it going. Bye bye. Wow. Wow. All right.
Wiz Khalifa.
That's Wiz Khalifa for you right there.
One time I tried to go to a Wiz Khalifa concert when I was like 14. My mom wouldn't let me go unless she could go too.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty much how I felt about Fast and Furious 7.
Oh yeah, nothing really stood out that much except like the ending. Starts out with a PTSD flashback, and she punches Hector dude in the face. Hector from the first movie.
Yeah, Hector
comes
shows
back.
up just to get punched in the face.
Yeah, and he's like, what the hell? There's like blood just like pouring out of his mouth. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah, bro, you shouldn't pick up girls. Shouldn't just grab people and pick them up.
What? Wasn't everybody?
Like, I mean, they were celebrating after a race. He was the one who like grabbed her and lifted her up from behind.
Okay, yeah.
So the wrong person could get punched if they did that to me.
Right.
By surprise.
And then Jason Statham blew up a house with a FedEx box. The little box from FedEx.
Yeah.
And they drove cars out of planes.
Yeah, this was a tough one, guys. It was hard to get in the zone for this one.
They just were backing them up right out of the plane. And then they had big wrenches when Vin Diesel and Jason Statham fought with their big wrenches.
Yeah, they fought akimbo giant wrenches.
Yeah, and it was...
Cats are fighting down here.
Yeah. It sounded like Final Fantasy battle music was playing during the fight. Oh, jeez Louise. This is something else. I feel physically like exhausted.
Yeah, bro. I'm like in pain. Xavier fell asleep a couple times again.
I'm trying not to. I feel like I haven't missed anything though, which is like
you missed the worst line in the movie probably.
What was that?
So they were at the Jordanian prince's apartment.
Okay.
And Tyree Williams or whatever his name is, character looks around. He goes, "Man, like they know what's going on over here. I'm gonna start a whole new culture, Blairub. You know, like Black Arab."
Yeah, it's not a good line. Though.
No, it wasn't good
at all.
He continues his tradition of just having the worst lines.
Yeah,
which is impressive because everyone's lines are bad.
Right. So that scene, where they drive off and down the split paths, that's CGI. Or no?
I think a little bit. I think they like use his brother's scene. I don't really know what's what.
Yeah.
But he definitely looked weird there, so I'm pretty sure that one's.
Yeah, he did. It looked like kind of strange. That's why I think that scene probably wasn't done before then. It seems too perfect.
Yeah.
To have that and then him pass away. This is, I guess, slightly morbid, but I didn't make this joke. Eric Andre made the joke when he screamed into the microphone, "Paul Walker's alive." Do you think that started any sort of like Elvis? Because what is it? Elvis, Tupac, who else? There's like a couple people.
DB Cooper, but
there's a couple people that are said to be alive. I wonder if now
Regis Philbin.
Yeah.
Regis Philbin is alive.
That's what I was waiting. Wait, what? But yeah, I wonder if that's just sparked any conspiracies along those lines.
I'm sure it's confused people for sure.
Yeah.
It's confused us enough, and we're relatively bright kids, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
God damn, this is something else. All right, so next is
Fate of the Furious.
Fate of the Furious.
Which, again, sounds like it would be the very, very last one. It's not. We still have Hobbs and Shaw after this.
And then 9 or 10, whatever they want to call it, comes out in 2021. So It's crazy. Every 2 years they're able to drop one
They're
of
bringing
these.
Han back for that one though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be. That's,
that'll be interesting.
yeah, how they pull that off. All
Because they
right.
definitely like revisited the fact that he got killed. They like just double confirmed it, and that it was Jason Statham who did it. So that adds a whole new thing. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how Jason Statham's relationship progresses with these guys in this one. Because in Hobbs and Shaw, he's just teaming up with The Rock. It's just them two.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be.
So that's why I was confused. I knew that going in, and then the one before this, the bad guy was named Shaw, and I was like, that really doesn't look like Jason Statham. He must have like some prosthetics on, or like that mustache must be really throwing me off. But no, it's his brother.
Okay.
It's a Hans Gruber, other Gruber situation. Simon? Yeah, Simon Gruber.
Okay, that makes sense. Cause yeah, that's a bit odd. All right, yeah, we're gonna go back into it. We'll have 2 more little bits recorded. There'll be, the one right after this one, and then the after
And then a
Hobbs and Shaw
merciful
outro.
end.
Yeah, and then we'll go to sleep. And
Yeah.
it'll be glorious. All right, here we go. We had a technical difficulty. It is now 10:02. We still have not started the 8th movie. Wish us luck. I don't know. They were just fighting over Vin Diesel's kid and driving cars backwards on fire. And they were in the ice area. And this is bad.
Yeah, Jason Statham's mom was there.
They were just fighting over a baby. I could not tell what the fuck it was. But I just can't believe they're still making them. There's nothing like holding it together at all.
Yeah. The baby's named after Paul Walker, so.
The baby is Brian.
Little Bama boy.
They named it Little Bama Boy. With an underscore.
Dude, that dude was in like 5 seconds. They like.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So Tokyo Drift just doesn't matter as a movie, essentially, because they're bringing back like the big death from it.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift really didn't matter.
And then like the one big character they introduced who would have added to the plot was used for 5 seconds because he, surprise, wasn't 17 in the first place, so he didn't look 17 10 years later.
Yeah. All right, it's 12:23. We're about to start the last one.
Yeah, we've entered a new day.
Yeah, a new day. We're gonna start the last one, which is Hobbs and Shaw, and we're gonna talk about that one after, and then that'll be it. This is finally concluding.
Yeah, the sweet release.
Yeah, of death. All right, here we go. One more. Okay, that'll do her.
We're done.
That's it. That's 2:29 a.m. That's wild. We did it. Yeah, that one had some bad dialogue.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah, it was.
It had a couple. Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw had some bad dialogue. It had some weird good cameos, but they all had bad dialogue.
Yeah, too much infighting for me. I know that was the point, but it just got old.
Yeah, The Rock said, "I've been tracking some dark web chatter about a super virus that's about to hit the market." He also said, "What in the fresh turkey hell?" He also said, "A horizontal hula sexy time."
This one did have the most WWE wrestlers in it.
Okay, yeah. Kevin Hart came.
Kevin Hart was there.
They just roasted each other the whole time, and then there was a giant Samoans versus Cyborgs battle, where the Samoans shut down the Cyborgs' guns, and then they fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah, I have no more thoughts on the series.
Yeah, it's not satisfying. Like there's not really like I don't know, there's not like a satisfying feeling to it at all.
I don't feel like I came out of this a better man
at all. Yeah, no, I don't feel
a
any
smarter man.
Are we obligated to see the next one in theaters now though?
I think we have to do a whole episode on it.
Yeah, I think maybe, yeah.
I don't know about in theaters, but maybe Redbox time.
It got pushed 11 months because of the coronavirus, which is wild. And this episode was, or this, I keep calling them episodes. This movie, Hobbs and Shaw, is all about a virus, which is very strange.
They didn't drink one Corona, I don't think, though.
I don't think they had any Coronas, not in this one. No one ever said the words Fast and Furious.
No one ever said the movie title
in the whole thing.
And like I haven't seen it, But I bet the Aaron Paul like Need for Speed. There's no way they showed that restraint. There's no way they didn't say Need for Speed at some point in that movie.
Yeah, they did. Oh yeah, Fast and Furious doesn't roll off the tongue the same, but no one said it ever in all 8. Maybe that'll be the last line,
Maybe
or the last one. He was there the whole time. He just looks upset.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's gonna watch now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What else is there? There's nothing else.
We still got like 2 more weeks of quarantine, bud.
Yeah. So what's the best and the worst?
The best one was definitely 5.
Yeah. Was that the one where they were like getting the gang back together?
Kind of. I mean, they kind of had to keep getting the gang back together.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard to rank them. 8. That one might have been the worst. The Hobbs and Shaw might have been the worst.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw or
he kept
8. 8 was really bad, man. These last 3 were really fucking rough.
Idris Elba made a Your Mom joke, and he also called himself Black Superman a lot. And he was acting.
I think The Rock said Your Mama too. Idris Elba.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
But he did keep calling himself Black Superman.
Yeah, and then at the end when he got killed, he said, "Here's your kryptonite." But yeah, then we get left on a cliffhanger. Some weird robot voice says, "I'm watching you. You don't remember me, do you?" And yeah.
Oh, and then Jason Statham and Jason Statham's sister in a little like mid-credit scene. They take a cake to the mom in prison, and it's obviously like just baked around a cake file.
This feels like it felt like when Paul Walker died, it was kind of like when Michael Scott left the office. It just felt different after it, and it was not the same at all.
Yeah, you can't just name your kid Michael Scott and expect
it'd be the same. Yeah,
2.5 seasons.
Scott's Tots. But yeah, I don't really know the ranking. It's hard to rank them. I don't think that was the goal. I think the goal was just to see what happened to our bodies. And it's a new form of tired I've never experienced before.
Yeah, I'm broken.
Yeah, I think I'll probably dream of race cars. I'm sure there'll be some sort of dream of race cars. There was lots of race cars shoved
Or
down.
viruses.
Yeah, and viruses. Hopefully it's a happy, speedy race car dream.
Taste of Virus Elba.
Yeah, I used to have a race car bet as a child. Oh, jeez. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Well, I think that'll do it. This honestly isn't that long of an episode, but it feels insanely long.
This is the longest we've ever spent recording an episode.
Yeah, but like
overall.
to you it doesn't, because it's just whatever how long.
Yeah, we edited out all the bad parts of, the fucking Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, those.
So we saved you that.
16 hours were edited out. But yeah, not bad. We did it. To our knowledge, this is the only time this ever happened, so it's some sort of record.
And this is the only time I'm ever watching these movies ever again.
Yeah, we'll watch the next one, but that's it. And maybe we'll do this again with the Shrek movies, but definitely not these ever again.
Shreks.
I don't need to watch these ever again. All right.
It's been a while.
Thank you for watching. Bye.